Hello everyone. This is Shilpa Sharma, lecturer, Human Resource Department, Simage Group of Institutions, Patna. This is part 2 of my previous video which I had made on labor turnover, a rising problem for the industries now. Let's just make a quick recap of what I said in the last video so that you get into a proper rhythm in this video. Labor turnover is the rate at which a company or an organization gains and loses its labor. Now, since it is the concept of an organization, so it's going to be an ongoing process that new people will come because you need new skills, new recruitment, fresh blood from outside, and people will leave owing to various factors, not just termination. This is okay as long as it keeps itself within a cap. Normally 10 to 12% of labor turnover rate is not alarming for organizations, but if it exceeds beyond this, like most organizations are seen to be falling within the category of 20 to 25%, now this poses a little problem to the organization. The various data analysis of few companies and industry on the whole I have made in the last video. In this video, I am going to talk about what exactly are the factors due to which labor turnover becomes a problem for the organizations. Let's discuss it point by point. The first point, that hiring cost. When you are hired by an organization, the organization has a lot of cost invested in you during the entire process of hiring. Whether the process is short or it is long, there is always a hiring or recruitment cost associated with you getting associated with the organization. Sometimes the hiring cost could be as much as the separation cost, like when you leave the organization, this could cost the organization as much as twice the annual salary they were paying you. But for most, the average cost ranges from somewhere around 1/3 of your total annual cost or your CTC. So it becomes a huge cost for the organization. The second most important factor is that you are not straight away taken into an organization, but you are always provided a training before you can actually carry on the work given by the organization. So the training period could vary according to the nature of work, and training is a cost borne by the organization. And there are various kinds of training, on the job, off the job training methods, various kinds of cost associated with it. So what happens is that this training cost is also gone. And not just the training cost. When you are under training period, you are still paid. But you are paid in excess of the productivity that you give to the organization at that point of time. That is why training cost becomes a huge cost to the company when you leave an organization. As I quoted a data in my last video that the industry construction and manufacturing saw a considerable high rate of labor turnover. Now, construction and manufacturing are some kinds of industry where there is more chances of accident than other industries. So what happens is that when you are in a job and when you leave that job, suppose you have worked for 3 to 4 years in a job, so it was only gradually that you became confident with the machines, the tools, the process of doing that work, the hazard methods, the safety methods, and various similar things attached to the job. Now, when a fresh recruit is hired at the same position, the chances of accident goes high. There are more chances of a fresh recruit to commit accidents than for a person who has been on that job for a considerable period of time. Then, apart from these tangible costs that you can see, there are some intangible costs also to the organizations. The intangible costs are like the morale of the organization. I mean, organization in the sense that the morale of the other employees goes down if people start leaving it so frequently. The other thing, that sometimes what happens is that you are not very satisfied with your job if you see that your peer groups are leaving the organization so frequently. So this is one of the intangible cost that labor turnover has on your mind. So this is not good for the other employees also. One factor contributing to it is that the work pressure goes high. If few candidates from your departments would leave, ultimately the pressure is going to fall upon the other employees for completing that work till the fresh recruit or the fresh person is hired, which takes some time. So here we discussed some of the costs which are associated with labor turnover for an organization. Now, can labor turnover be stopped completely? Is there any foolproof method to arrest the employees in your organization? No. There cannot be any curative method. There could be only preventive methods for helping you retain the employees in your organization. The first and foremost thing in this category could be the right compensation. See, at the end of the day, each one is working for money. So, if the compensation is fair, then higher chances that employees would not think about leaving the organization. If you have referred to my video on moonlighting, there also I discussed the role of compensation, where good compensation to the freshers could result in the saving of moonlighting thing, and here also this can be a savior in labor turnover. Now, compensation does not only mean the cash benefits, only the salary. Rather, compensation envisages everything from reward and recognition that a company can take into its compensation management, and formulation of various benefits and revision of various benefits that the organization already has from time to time in order to cater yourself better to the changing environment outside your organization, or keeping yourself updated with the other business practices around your organization. So a good benefit formulation, benefit plans, rewards and recognitions, which falls again into the compensation category, can be helpful in retaining the employees. The second most important factor which can help you retain employees is that your organization should provide ample opportunity for career advancement, which means that your organizational objective should not be just your organizational objective. It should also show the way, or it should also pave the way for the employees in the organization to move further higher up the hierarchy in their career planning. Various skill development, human resource development programs, training sessions, skill development, workshops, opportunity for higher studies as in masters or PhD or other certification courses. These things would make your organization luring for the other candidates, for the employees, and there will be definitely, they will be less likely to leave your organization because they can finally align their own objective with the organizational objectives as well. Apart from this, we have seen that small intermittent things like TCS gave a record 1,10,000 promotion to its people this year, because TCS was also suffering from this problem hugely, labor turnover. Wipro gave midterm rise, and it is also planning to give rise further. There are various plans, I told you they can fall under benefits, which can help you retain the individuals or as an employees. There is no curative measure to stop or to arrest the employees. It's only with the policies and an environment of care that you can arrest the employees in your organization. I hope with the two videos that I just made, the concept of labor turnover or the attrition rate, why is it a problem, what are the causes, what can be done, and with few data, the concept is clear to you. Thank you.